Hello again. Hope you can clearly hear me now. I really hope so. And today you will have such excursion. So cultural program will consist of excursion around historical city center. So we deal with all our technical problems. And I'm really happy that now you can clearly hear me. And today we are going to walk through the historical city center and the main pedestrian city of Samara city. The name of this street is Leningradskaya. Leningradskaya because it is named after main revolutionary of Soviet Union, Vladimir Lenin, or Ulyanov. Ulyanov actually his natural surname, so Lenin is just like nickname, like the second surname itself. So I hope that you will really like it. The weather is really like the fall time. It is a little bit windy, it's a little bit cloudy, but I hope it won't be rainy today. Even if it's the late September, I hope it will be really clear. So Masha will be your guide today, and I hope that you will really like it, because at the end of the excursion, as you would like, you asked us to show you the Volga River to see embankment again. So today you will be able to see the Volga River and embankment again. And it will be just like another part of the embankment, because previously we've been in the last part of the embankment. So today you will be like in the beginning, and you will see beautiful monuments and beautiful port. Like, that's it. And do you know any facts about Lenin, the main revolutionary of the USSR, the man that destroyed Russian Empire and created the new country, Soviet Union? Do you know any facts about Vladimir Ulyanov or Lenin? You can text all your comments, all your answers in our chat on YouTube or on WhatsApp. We'll check everything. Do you know any facts about probably Soviet Union that's related with Lenin? Do you know or not? And actually, our excursion, our culture program will start from the square of Vysotsky. Vysotsky he was the songwriter, he was the composer, he was like the bard, singer, and he was born in 1940. Unfortunately, he died in 1980. So you will see also probably the monument and the square that is named after Vladimir Vysotsky. Is there any answers? No? Okay, we will be waiting for all your responses, for all your answers, for all your questions, and so on. As you can see, now we started our cultural program today from the studio, and today my name is Lada, I hope you remember. I will be your guide here in our studio, and Masha, she will be more than pleased to show you our historical city center. So that's it, we are just waiting when Leningradskaya street will appear, and then we will start our online. Unfortunately, it's really just a disappointing thing that there's no chance to show you Samara in real life. We're just, it's just like circumstances, but I hope that probably next summer, next autumn, or whenever you like, you can come here or just in Russia to see our main and amazing lovely cities like Samara, Moscow, St. Petersburg, Sochi, Kazan, Nizhny Novgorod, and others and others. So, is there any questions, answers, comments? Okay, we are just waiting for our guides. We're waiting for our guides. And actually, guys, I had a question. On Saturday, you had classes of Russian technology. Was it useful for you or not? What do you think? Russian technology class. In my opinion, it was such a really useful class because the lecturer told you so many facts about, maybe shock facts about Russian industries such as aviation, cosmonautics, and so on. Yeah, was it really such a shock thing? or no? As for me, for instance, isn't for me, as I'm Russian. It was really shocked. It was really, really shocked. So, now in Malaysia, it's around, if I'm not mistaken, 4:10 a.m., probably like something like that. So in Samara, it's just minus 4 hours. It's around 12 a.m. It's time of traffic jams. It's time of lunchtime here when people just prefer to go home or just go to the restaurant, to cafe to have lunch with colleagues or with family or with someone. So it's just like a lunchtime, so that's why there are some traffic jams here in our, not that big, even if we will compare with Malaysian cities, yeah, because the population of Samara is just more than 1 million people. So we just waiting when traffic jams will disappear on the roads, and then Masha will show you. You know, Vysotsky Square is just like the starting point, and the ending point will be the embankment of Samara city. And you probably will be able to see the nature. You will see the nature of Russia. I see your answers. Thank you. Yes, it was really useful. It is useful because it is fruitful with info. Yes, thank you. Thank you guys for all your answers. Thank you. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I'm really happy that you extremely liked this lesson. And also on Saturday, you had master class. You had cultural program and you were knitting your own dolls, your own. Hello again. Hello again from Samara City. Is there any responses, guys, about red color and white color of the dolls? No, I cannot see anything. I cannot see, unfortunately. So I hope that you will be able to answer this not so weird question, probably, yeah? Not so weird. So, I hope that now you can also clearly hear me. I really hope so. And also, actually, I have another question for you. Our guide, when we had excursion around Samara city, she told us lots of facts, and also when we've been in our airfield, we also told you lots of facts. So, and of course, Mr. Prokhor told you, informed you about lots of interesting knowledge or facts about aviation and cosmonautics. Yes. So you know that Samara is a space capital or space and aviation capital of Russia, and it was one of the leading cities during the Soviet Union time because we had lots of plants, lots of factories that produce aircraft and so on. So guys, just several questions. Simple. I mean that all those questions will be simple because during our game we also asked you. So, who was the first lady cosmonaut? Who was the first female cosmonaut who went to outer space? Who went to space? Who was the first female cosmonaut in the history? And the last one, what aircraft we call, I mean, not only we, what, and not only Russians, I mean, what aircraft do we call like kukuruznik or corn aircraft? Lady Z. Okay, I see your question. I see your answers. Thanks. Thanks. Lady Z. Do you mean this female, this woman was the first cosmonaut? Yeah or no? So the first question is, who was the first female cosmonaut who went to space in the rocket? And the second, what aircraft was the most spread and had in the Guinness Book? And we call it kukuruznik, or it's also used for transportation, passengers, cargoes, goods, watering, and so on. I will give you such a small hint. It is a start from M, and you just need to add the number. So the model of this aircraft is M, and then you need to just add the number. So who was the first female cosmonaut, and what aircraft was the most spread in the Soviet Union, and it's still produced, and it's still in the exploitation. So it begins from the An. You just need to add the number, okay? You just need to add the number. So we are waiting for your responses, and we just need around 2 or 3 minutes, and then you will see the beauty of the Vysotsky Square and so on. Yep, we are still waiting. So guys, I see that our guides are ready, so don't miss. They will appear soon, just 1 minute, and then you will be able to see them. Have a good excursion!
Сможешь 0610 пароль, смотреть, что пишут мне в экране. YouTube я тебе, нам с тобой в переписку отправила. Хорошо? То есть в нашей с тобой переписке будет YouTube.
В эфир.
Ага. Hello everyone. My name is Masha and also Daniel, my colleague here, and we today would like to start to say thank you very much, Lada, and her help for the first part of our excursion. But studio is good, but you would like to see Samara and Samara's historical center. And now let's start our excursion. And hello. If you have questions, please write in YouTube, in WhatsApp, whatever you want. We will be more than happy to answer them. So now we located at historical center. Here you can see the special park from Vladimir Vysotsky. Vladimir Vysotsky is one of the famous Russian singer. He was so popular in the Soviet period, but now also popular. Now this park from reconstruction, and we will start our excursion from Leningradskaya street. So, Leningradskaya street is the one of the pedestrian street of the Samara city. It's the biggest, biggest street of our city. Dear colleague, could you please answer Lada? So, some information about this street. Leningradskaya street is one of the so popular street because here on summer and also in winter there are so many activities, events, and this street has different culture of houses, culture part, and you can see here maybe some connection from building from 19th century and building from 20th century and modern part. A lot of people like to have rest here, walking around. A lot of pigeons, I think you saw them, also like to walk around here. Now we try to come closer to more interesting building, but before we go in, I would like to tell you some information. But this pedestrian part appeared only in 2011. It's not so long, but it became popular so fast. Now you can see the beautiful view of Leningradskaya street. If we talk about, for example, summer, the fountain always work and it give us fresh, because, for example, in this summer in Samara was plus 35 degrees. It's so amazing temperature for this period, and it will be so hot, and fountain help us to show it. So this is a fountain with pigeon. We will try to come closer here. Have you ever heard that in Leningradskaya street located two buildings of one popular Samara university? Let's predict which university here, not our university, don't worry, but also university which we have in, I think, in each city in Russia. So, fountains with pigeon, it's so good, but let's continue our walking. Try to slowly go, because for have good connection and for have bad, oh, not sorry, not bad, good pictures. So some information about Leningradskaya street. Leningradskaya street is one of the popular streets for living because there are not so many cars and air more free. Sometimes on weekends there are so many concerts, and I think live here activity is so good. You, for example, can open window like this house, see the beautiful picture of Samara city, but it's so expensive for Samaras to live here. You saw a lot of people, they moving around because in Samara, like in Russia, we have tradition or maybe some know how it's called, some dinner time in office or in students. Also, we have dinner time. Dinner time starts at 12 and maybe 1 p.m. and approximately 1 hour and a half. And a lot of people have rest, and now you can see they are moving here because in the Leningradskaya street there are so many cafes. For example, dear friends, let's pay attention on the left side of our view. Ta-da! Let's read together. Блинная печь. Have you ever heard of blin word? Yes, of course, because on previous week preparing blin here, there are special cafes that you have opportunity to eat blины as you prepare it by yourself. I think you saw this beautiful bronze man, but let's come close and I will tell you who it was and why he is so big and he is standing here. If you come to Samara in summer, you also can eat мороженое. Мороженое means ice cream. Cream always sell this small place. You can see fridge and so. And now in Samara near 10 or 15 degrees, it's so warmer for ice cream, but also so good. So we try to move slowly. And you saw Dядя Степа, Uncle Stepan. And is the one of the famous character of children's book and cartoon, which means Uncle Stepan, Stepan Pal. It cartoon was at the middle of the 20th century, but at the beginning, Mikhalkov, one of the famous Russian poet, poem which has name Uncle Stepan, and also you can cartoon with Stepan. Stepan was a policeman. He helped especially children, and now you can. There are so many children would like to say thank you for Stepan, and he's standing here. Let's go and to see how still big. For example, beautiful, pretty woman, and the size of Stepan. Yes, he's so amazing, so big. Let's come closer, and I will show you children and also the dog, which now has new friends from small girl. So this man appeared in Samara 5 years ago. Yeah. And Dядя Степа continue tour. A lot of people like to do like this one, say hello, or maybe do the same with the dog, but try to walking around. So, dear friends, please don't miss us because we need to come closer to some interesting place and then we will return. Now, again, Lada from studio, and then don't miss us. We have some interesting information for you. See you soon, dear friends. Could you please write хорошо in the chat? Now, dear friends, you can hear the typical Samara slide at the half of the afternoon, Monday. Looks like this one. Yes. It smells little bit blini and some tasty. This right? Okay. Or maybe хорошо. Now we are in life. Now here the typical Russian. Street.
Еще крутит.
Сейчас от тебя вырублю.
It's me again. Раз, два, три, it was me again. It's like 1, 2, 3, and I appear here. So, you've seen that the video, the quality of the video was just like frozen. So we just would like to fix a little bit. So, Masha told you lots of facts about Uncle Stop and so on, about the main Leningradskaya street. And I would like to tell you that in the late 20s, in the late 90s, in the beginning of 2000s, in the pedestrian part of Leningradskaya street, there were a market. There were a market when you could buy lots of, I know, footwear, clothes, different hats, jewelries, etc. Uh, and it was still located in the historical city center, so you know that Soviet Union was destroyed in 1991. So it was like some strange time when we just came from one country, from one policy to another policy. So it was just like a little bit strange time when our country just started to form in the more modern way. So that's why our government, they decided, I mean Samara region government, they decided to destroy this market and create the beautiful, the lovely pedestrian city. Because the square of this market was such high, such cool, such a big one, and in the pedestrian part nowadays, where you can just walk, there was just the road for transport. So that's why government decided to destroy the market, to just build to build up the pedestrian part, and that's why now you can just spend your time, spend your working time in our historical city center. So that's it. And now it's one of the main sightseeings of Samara city. Because you know that also we have pedestrian cities in St. Petersburg. We also have pedestrian city in Kazan, in Moscow. Probably you know its names like Bauman Street, Arbat, New Arbat, and so on. And in those pedestrian streets, there are lots of shops and small cafes where you can just buy coffee and just take your seat and enjoy the atmosphere of the city, the atmosphere, the architecture, and so on. Because the buildings that are standing here, they are such old. For instance, Masha will show you some buildings where there was universities built, so the buildings are empty. No, no, guys, there people still live in buildings. Some of those buildings, they're shopping malls, and you know, actually, as probably your country as well, the first floor is full of different shops, cafes, I don't know, stores and so on. But on the second floor and others to the height with all of those floors, all of those stages, they are living. So people live here. People live here. So, for instance, even if in the first floor there is such a hospital, so or the second floor, up to them, there are just living stages. So people really live in this building. So they are not empty. No way, they're not empty. Thanks for your question. Thanks for your question. And hope that you will comment where you will ask questions and show your interest. And then later we will try to find the answer, to answer all of your questions. Thank you. Thank you again. We really appreciate it. So guys, we are about to continue our excursion, so enjoy it. See you soon. Bye bye.
Hello, hello, dear friends. Again, now you can see the shopping mall Opera, one of the famous shopping malls in Samara. In Samara city, we have a lot of shopping mall, and it's so popular. For example, for Russian modern girl to come to the shopping mall on Saturday and a lot of money. And oh, I saw a question that you would like to know about Uncle Uncle Stepan. Uncle Stepan, he is the big man. Now I try to make turn. Hoch, sorry, but it's for you, for see Uncle Stepan. Let's say hello, Uncle Stepan again. Now we try to come closer here. Uncle Stepan is one of the famous Russian uh, character of children's cartoon and book. Policeman Stepan. His name is Dядя Stepa. He helped not only children, he saved the whole city, and he is not real person. He is only from cartoon. But he is so big, so famous, so popular, and let's compare how looks Stepan and the typical Russian boy. Yes, Stepan is so big. But unfortunately, we should go further for see more interesting activities. Again, now will be so strange turn, and then we will continue. Hop, don't worry. Let's continue our walking. Now you try to feel amazing turn of activity. Oh, Leningradskaya Street, and the historical center of Samara. I will show you the map where you can see the main information, the main point, and try to understand how looks Samara from the bird's view. Uh, Before today's walking, you also try to feel yourself like bird's view when you saw helicopters videos, but now you try to see from the map. So now we come closer to the Kuybyshevo Street. If you want, and it's not a secret that tomorrow you also will have excursion on Kuybyshevo Street. but not in this part, the different part of Kuybushov Street. Again, Fontaine and come close, more interest. But when we around, you see this beautiful building. In the they design and remember my code which located in Leningradskaya Street. What do you think? This university in the whole city of Russia also have this kind of university. In the coronavirus time, students from this university were popular, but not popular. It means that they active use for helping people, and maybe now after this prompt you understand that it is medical university, Samara State Medical University, this one and that one. This is both building of Samara State Medical University. Yes, on the one of the main street of Samara city located two of Samara State University. Yes, it H&M, no. Thank you for your question about. I will read again. Uh, Several seconds. Do you have uh, H&M? Yes, we have, but in the different kind of our store, Uniqlo. No, unfortunately, I've heard that Uniqlo only in Kazan city. So. Dear friends, now you know that we have two buildings of Samara State Medical University. Before the university, yes, now we will move in and I will show you in front of our building. Before the university, it was two gymnasium for women, only for women, for girls, not for boys. Maybe you heard about it, that in Russia we have separated education at the beginning of the 19th century. And here you can see the Samara State Medical University. Yeah, it's so beautiful and so change their classes, and the classes located near, for example, our university, and here it's maybe 1 hour for try to catch it. Let's see on this uh, wall. You maybe saw some interesting and non-understandable Russian letters. I will try to come closer. Why? Because this letter and this wall is one of the historical part of our city. Why? Because here is pre-revolutionary advertisement. This letter which you saw, I try to show it closer. Unfortunately, I closer, but so see it. This is the pre-revolutionary letters and advertisement. So let's count how this have maybe more than 100, and it's for me it's so again flowers, flowers, and lots of people like flowers. So in the lessons later on, I try to put the special store, not now, later. Souvenirs as usual, матрешка, you know,
Hello again from the studio of Samara National Research University. Unfortunately, there is no Wi-Fi connection in the whole city of Samara city center, so that's why sometimes signal can be a little bit lost. But you still can follow excursion, and you can still hear and see me here in the studio. There are also some interesting facts about Mara Medical City Center. It is called, and firstly, I see the question: is it cold in Samara today? Yeah, today is around plus 10 Celsius degrees, but it's windy, so that's why it's around plus 8 or plus 7. And unfortunately, there is no heat in our tubes. We will feel the warm in our tubes in our apartments only in the beginning of October, so that's why it's a little bit also cold at home. So previously, during the Russian Empire time and during the Soviet Union time, there was such a rich street. There were post offices, and still the main post office of Samara city is located there. So there were post office, there was souvenir shops, there were buildings of merchants. So lots of merchants during the Russian Empire time, they were living there. And also they were located the main buildings of the rich people of the Soviet Union time. And also see another question. Do you have H&M and Uniqlo there? No, we don't have Uniqlo in Samara, but we have H&M, and unfortunately there is no H&M shop in Leningradskaya street. We have H&M and another shopping mall. So thank you for your questions. Thank you. Thank you. So you will be able to follow excursion soon, and you will see the you will see the medical state university of Samara city. Also, you will be able to see the hostel, the hotels, and so on. And you know that the age of those buildings, there, some of them more than 140 or 50 years old. So it's really ancient one. It's really ancient. So you will follow excursion soon with Masha, and I hope that you will really love her story. She knows many facts about different buildings that are located here in the pedestrian part of Leningradskaya street. And you know that the road part of Leningradskaya street, it is faced with a railway. It is faced with railways, so that's why Leningradskaya street begins close to the embankment. It begins on the Volga River and it ends in the railways that are soon to the railway station. It's such long actually, so the length of the street is around 1 kilometers point 7. 1 kilometers point 7, something like that. So it's such a street, you know, there are lots of hills. So it's, as you know, there's Volga River and then street begin to go higher. So you will be able to follow excursion soon with Masha. So I would like to tell you bye-bye, but you will see me soon. See you!
Это не Дэни. Угадайте, кто все это придумал. Это вообще мы с Дэнием здесь ни при чем. Все, я готов. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everyone. I'm here again. We would like to say you hello. And, first of all, please see on this beautiful building in the right side. This is the national hot. Now we unfortunately need to move because a little bit not so good activities with our. We try to moving to show you the different part of our street. I hope you something feel the contrast of the building, and yes, you maybe hear music. This is one of the song of Kathy, and unfortunately again we will change our mobile phone for but for good connection. Don't miss me because we have some interesting information for you. Very Hello, 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 everyone. Let's count how many times I say today hello, hello. But sorry for connection. Now we try to beat it and to show you the new information about Leningradskaya street. Uh, yes, people swim in the embankment in this season. By the way, was the most exciting and most hottest summer upon maybe last 5 years, and a lot of people on the Volga. They swim, and it will be so good and pleasure. Again, fountains with the pigeon, our friends. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, but don't worry, it's so good. Let's see on this building. Now you maybe try to read and understand that it's some cafe, but before the cafe, it was the house, one of the famous Samara's person. Samara, his name Golovkin, Konstantin Golovkin. He was governor of Samara region in the 19th century, and he one of the founder of Samara Art Gallery. Tomorrow you will have excursion on the Kuybyshev Street and see art gallery, and he was one of the founders of this place. Now we try to come closer to the map to show you the more interesting information and try to collect our knowledge. But the Leningradskaya Street is the street, as for me, of contrast. You can see the pizza, the cafe, the fish, and some building. It's so interesting for see. This interesting man who's standing in the yellow jacket, he works like a delivery. In Russia, they are more popular to have delivery by walking, and a lot of people like to walk in this sphere to be delivered not from the car but by walk. It's so good for health because you're walking, and it's so fast if we compare with each delivery because uh, he moving fast. Let's see how looks typical delivery. Yes, big bag. In this bag there are food, and it has health. It's order, and he or she, it not miss woman or boy, you can go and be a delivery. Now we try to come closer to the map and try to see where we. Yeah. We yeah. Our point was the Volga River. So let's try to refer our knowledge about Samara. Unfortunately, you can't see Samara University because it's so far from here. I'm sure that you were on this place. This is the Square of Glory. And also, you see here, this is the Kuybyshev map. And now we are in Leningradsky Street, and we try to move closer. Here, in the left side, you see the bank, and we saw that our picture not so good. We try to come closer, but unfortunately not green light here. Let's wait a couple of seconds, and when we are waiting for, I would like to tell you some information where we are. Now we are on the Kuybyshev Street. Let's see how it looks like. One of the also famous street of our city, not so famous like Leningradskaya Street, but also popular. And we will come closer to the Volga. Some information about building which by it is now it's Sibintech. Sibintech, one of the popular factory in Russia, not only in Samara. And before it one of the big bank. In Kuybyshev Street also located there are so many cafes, so many streets. And when we are standing on the road, I would like you to tell you some information about Damina pizza. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Thank you for that. Yes, 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 yes. Also, we have dodo pizza. Have you dodo? Tried up, up. So when we are close to the road, I would like to tell you some information system of transport. Yes. Let's look at this building. This is the main post office of Samara, and this post office has looks here. Is the medal of the post office, and our helper from studio tell us that we have some bad connection. We try to move because yes, yes. Now you can see the big matryoshkas. Ta-da! Ta-da! Say hello, hello, matryoshka. Why? Because here in the souvenir shops, let's try to see what you can buy here and the matryoshka doll. I remember that I promised you on Saturday show matryoshka doll, and now you can see it. And also here, yes, a lot of souvenirs, typical Russian souvenirs from not only Samara. What is that? Russian chocolate, Samaras, again matryoshkas. Thank you for your question about the tallest building of the post office. Now we try to come closer to the Volga River because it's one of the interesting objects. And I will answer about why this building is so tallest. Because it is the main. Oh, I also it is the main building, and one of the Soviet agriculture building, and this is the design of this building. That's why this has the tallest part. Yes, gigant matryoshka, so funny. Uh, Globus, this big round, this for like a pattern, and its construction helped to work post office. Unfortunately, now, maybe not unfortunately, the way of post office changing, and it's not often when you come to the post, write letter and send. You use WhatsApp, Instagram, or Facebook or other social network for connection, and the post office changed their way. A lot of people now associate post office with the place where they can take the parcel from AliExpress or others online shop, and that's why the building was built for the previous aim of the post office, and now is the globe. Yes, it is globe. It is globe. It's a big globe. It's like a decoration. It's not some special activity. Let's see this beautiful building. Yes. Now a little bit shaking because Samara located on the coast, and we need to go down to see it. Yes. Now we try to come closer. Except post office, we also have different kind of delivery. For example, now you can see one of them, SDEC. SDEC, it's also mail or parcel office, and a lot of people use it for example, send something. Oh, I, I don't, I'm not sure that you saw, but I already saw the beautiful view of Volga River, and now the gold autumn here in Samara, and after maybe 1 or 2 minutes, you also can see the beautiful view of Samara region, beautiful view of Volga River. It's for me, it's so amazing. It's so beautiful. Yes. Let's see this side also good. Now we again going on the Leningradskaya street, but this is not pedestrian part, this is usual part, and here a lot of cars, a lot of people moving around. I have already answered. Thank you very much. I told Daniel he also with me and tried to make us like Lada and of all our team. We tried to make stream better. Now I'm cross the road and oh, oops, she going from the school, maybe second year or third year education, and children study from 9 p.m. The car, oh, and she studied from school. I'm absolutely sure. Thank you very much for comment about color of the building. Yeah, it's the city of contrast. Looks, this one, that one. There are so many buildings, and all of them. I will show it like this one. All of them have different color, and we try to come closer to the Volga River. You won't be on this part. You saw Volga River, but not in this part. In this part also very nice. Uh, when we are going here, I would like to show you that this is Russian car. It's produced in Russia. All the red car produced in Russia, and the next car, I know, oh, here for example, gray car, also produced in Russia. Now I am a little bit shaking because moving, and try to come to the Volga River, and Volga River and the whole city who located on the Volga River, they are so happy because Volga is amazing river for feel calm, for feel brave, for fishing, and it's so good that we are live on the Volga River. Not allowed to come with dog, unfortunately. So. Again, your favorite shaking. Hop, 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 hop. I tried to fix my hands, but sometimes it doesn't work. Oh, see, it's so funny. There are so many plants on the balcony. Let's continue our walking part. It's okay? It's okay. If, for example, we will have stream on Wednesday, or sorry, on weekend, on Saturday or Sunday, it will be more people here because it's one of the favorite places. Now we try to come closer to the embankment. You will see the big fountain. This fountain was built in order of the anniversary of Samara region, of Samara, because Samara region was founded in 1851. If you talk about Samara, it was founded in 1586. Samara is older than Samara region, but it's also good. Now you can see the fruits of Samara region, not only in Samara. A lot of people love autumn because there are so many cheapest fruits, especially apple or watermelon or carrot, potato, so many types. We try to come closer. Now you can see the grandmothers. She bought fruits and vegetables. It looks like this one. Oh, yeah, he's so big. Watermelon. So, let's see the smallest house. In this house also live people, don't worry. It's not a museum. A lot of people know and associate Samara with the city of historical center. Yes, here is the shop with Samara's chocolate, but unfortunately it's not allowed to make a video. In the previous school we come to ask, could we please make a video, and they say no, not allowed to make video. They're so strong, but I think and absolutely sure that you can use Google and find more information. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I saw the most memorable tree of Russia. Yes. Can you see this white tree? Do you know how it's called in why it's so popular in Russia. When I come into the Volga River, you saw so many these kind of trees. And if you talk, for example, about Moscow, in Zaryadye Park, which located near the Red Square, in this park there are like forest of these trees. Do you know that? How they are called? How called this street? These trees? This right? And you feel. I hope you feel the fresh air from the Volga, because oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, hello, hello, dear friends. Why you stay here? It's so interesting. Let's continue our walking. And I would like you to. Oh, we are so happy. If we will move faster, we can feel deep. Outside birch. Birch make you so funny. And now a little bit shaking because I want to show you the sheep, the big sheep. I try to come with wind. It must be very windy. Yes, yes, it's so windy. The color of the light outside of the Volga. No, unfortunately, I can't close the Volga. So, okay, now we are located on the Volskaya Prospect, Volskaya Street. You can see Samara. I hope that this ship will be waiting for us for show. Very beautiful. Let's say hello, Daniel. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I saw that we can hear us. We can speak louder, or you can hear us at all. Please inform us. Do you hear us or not? Hoppa! It's from wind. Oh, I will speak louder. Dear friends, we try to come closer to our fountain, but about fountain I will tell you later, because fountain stay and he doesn't swim. But sorry for shaking so fast, because I would like to show you the ship and then we will return to our excursion. So let's come closer. Thank you for your patience. Hop, hop, hop. We are so closer. Yeah! Now we can saw the ship. This is one of the cruise ship of region. So yeah. I hope you see it. This is the smallest. This is a ship. One of the typical cruise ship, and a lot of people like to board the tickets to have one big rest on this ship. Oh, thank you. Now we located on the embankment. As you see, coast, beautiful weather. Don't help us to swim. Oh, thank you for notification about sound. I think ship is standing, and I will make photo of them. I will make photo. I will find Daniel, ask them to my telephone. We'll make photo and then send it now in WhatsApp. It will be more convenient, I think. Oh, oh. Ship. Daniel, could you please help me and try to come closer? Oh, hello. Yes, I've done it. Let's continue our excursion. I hope you will see it in WhatsApp. And return, as I promised you, to this fountain. I will take on my gloves and continue the topic. This is one of the fountain of the anniversary of Samara. It has some strange but modern construction at the whole object. You can see the water here. Unfortunately now it doesn't work at the whole fountain. The interesting system. A lot of funny children prefer to swim here. It's not allowed to swim, but it's not so strict. Maybe following, and children say, haha, we are so funny, and now we will swim. Now we come closer to the interesting monument, and you saw a lot of people who stayed here. Have you ever heard that painter Repin was in Shiryaeva? Shiryaeva, you know, it is a village near Samara, and he made his picture, Birch on Volga. Let's find this picture in the internet and compare the picture with this monument. Let's wait a couple of minutes. Now somebody will make photos and then I will show you closer. Some couple of minutes wait because a lot of people like this one. Whoa, 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 we are so happy. Now you can see the picture. It's not so good to come close because this change. This picture look like this one. It was in this sculpture appeared in 2014, but this picture was painted in the 19th century. Again, sheep. We today is so lucky to see a sheep again. Now we try to come closer to the this special peak Body Hills on the Volga sculpture competition. It's not so good at video, but I will make a photo and then I will find my filter and ask them, Daniel, could you help me please? Could you please take photo of this picture? I'm again here. You can see the Volga River and I will make what's up? Yes, the whole picture. We will send you in WhatsApp and you can read later the main information about this picture, but I suggest you to see how looks Volga River on September. As for me, I hope you maybe also saw that the sky in the autumn more beautiful if we compare in summer. The cloud is more pretty, the beautiful color of trees is also very beautiful. So, but unfortunately, we need to go. We need to come closer to the ship port. Ship port is one of the places where this big ship which you saw starts swim. A lot of people like to have a weekend cruise. For example, on Friday after work, they come to the ship port, take on the ship and fly, not swim, but the cruise to Kazan, and then return on Saturday. It's so good and so big opportunity to have rest, to feel happy, feel calm. Well, person do sports activity. Samara now lives not coronavirus life, as a lot of people think, the typical normal life. People have events, celebration, feel free, walking and so on. Let's maybe see Volga River because it's more beautiful. Oh, sports activity. Person do to show. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to show you the place. I'll try to move into the shipboard. The next information about shipboard or port of ship that in this place. Oh, yes, let's say hello, Russian dog. Wow, we saw how Russian dogs make sports. And now he tried to make some activities. Maybe she, I don't know. Do you know how I understand which dog girl or which dog boy? Let's continue. So I should go to the ship port. And later I will show you the monument where you can read that Lenin. Do you know Lenin? Lenin is the person who made SSSR. He lived and worked in Samara only 4 years, and he worked like a helper of court in Samara's court. He worked, and we have a museum of Lenin's house. A lot of people come here to see how looks Lenin's life. Now I hope that maybe some ship stay in the port and you can see this. Or if not, I also more than happy to show it. The weather in Samara is changeable. For example, tomorrow will be near 20 degrees, but today is near 10 degrees, and it's sometimes people think that it's not so good, but as for me, if we can change and if we can wear different kind of dress, do different kind of activities, is more good. Oh, again, I have a favorite one, pigeon. Hello, 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 dear pigeon. In Samara there are so many pigeons. If we were children, we will go and come to feed them, because as for me, it's so good. Oh, maybe somebody gives them food because they are so happy. So we are going to have fun to go. By the way, you know that this is the I will consult with Daniel. Daniel, how it's called in English this way? How it's called in English?
Feather.
Huh?
Feather.
This is the feather. This is the pigeon feather. And have you ever heard and maybe know that Russian poet, or not only poet, they use this feather for write something interesting. For example, Alexander Pushkin, he took them and wrote his poem. Now we will left this feather, but please know that it was the pen, the one of the type of the pen. I think you also maybe in your country use this for pen if you live in 19th or 18th century. Beautiful trees, whoa, whoa. But it's not so interesting as Volga and sheep. I understand that you would like to see Volga River, and maybe you saw this sheep and people and ask what happened. What happened, dear friends? Because in summer or beginning autumn time we have the fourth type of public transport. This type is called water transport, and you can use water transport, for example, for moving from Samara to other city. And a lot of people who has their cottage or maybe village houses live in Samara, and oh sorry, live there and work in Samara. They use this water transport for moving. It's so suitable, so good. And now we come close to the shipboard. This is the hotel. This big one is a hotel. It's so convenient because you come from ship and maybe stay from hotel. It's easy to come. Our embankment has different parts, and now we're located in the oldest part of our city. And wow, I think we find the beautiful picture. If you were here, I suggest you to make photo in this way because it's so beautiful. Oh, and our dog friend also come with us after his sports activity. If you talk about temperature in Volga, it may be near 15 degrees. Oh, it's the same like weather. But somebody swim. Yes, why not? Come closer. A lot of bicycle activity. In Russia, especially in Samara, there are so many people who like to do sports. Bicycle or maybe running or some gyms activity. But now we come closer to the place which you, me, and others know as shipboard. Now a lot of people try to buy tickets to use this transport. I will show you later. He tried to move this summer, autumn, or morning. We try to. So people also waiting for the transport. Free. Oh, I saw a lot of transport. Hmm. Some bad connection. Sorry. But it's our life. Now I try to move from this connection. Now you saw not so good view, but we will moving and you can see the ship which used like public transport, or if you rich person and would like to celebrate birthday, you also could rent this, for example, boat, have fun. A lot of people like rent them for wedding or from others events. That's how looks Volga River. Now unfortunately we need to say you bye. We don't want to say you bye. We don't want to say we would like to show you the whole Samara, but unfortunately Samara is so big and it's not in one day. And now we come closer. In the left side you can see Daniel, Samara's shipboard. Hello. Yes. So this in the previous time here standing the post where you can read that always good weather, but now there are no this post at all. It's so pity. Here by the restaurant, and it will be the last point of our view. Today we don't want to say you bye because today you will have Russian language at 3 p.m. or 4 and 40. Let's see how move the ship and say bye because time flies, and I wish you that your life will be like this boat. Go straight without any stops. Уважаемые жители
I will
города,
translate.
приглашаем вас на получасовой коммерческий рейс с просмотром панорамы города Самары. Время отправления 14:15, 16:15, 18:15. Стоимость билета для взрослых 400 рублей, для детей от 60 лет 200 рублей. So, what this pretty woman say? That, dear friends, let's join to our walking tour by boat to see Samara from Volga side. And if you are old, you should pay 400 rubles. If you are children, you should pay 200 rubles. That is all. So, thank you very much. It will be more than happy to show you Samara city. Let's say bye bye to our boat and see you on Russian and tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you.
Hello again, hello from the studio of Samara National Research University. We are more than glad that you've been with us during our excursion to the Leningradskaya street and the embankment of Samara city. Thank you for being with us, and don't forget about your classes of Russian language at 3 p.m. for the first group and at 4:15 for the second group. It will be just 1 hour of classes. And guys, we really hope that you liked today's excursions. You know, it was a little bit windy, it was a little bit cloudy, but still, you had a chance to see one small part of historical city center of Samara city. And tomorrow you will see another part of Samara Historical City Center, the Kuybyshev street and other main sightseeings of Samara city. So thanks again for being with us during all these cultural programs. Thank you for being with us during master classes, walkings, excursions, and ceremonies, and not for us. And we hope that it will help you in your final presentation of culture, Russian language, and so on. So it was me, Lara, with you today in the studio, and it was Masha. She was walking with you in the Leningradskaya street, and it was you viewers, who were watching our stream, watching our excursion, and being with us, even online at a distance, being with us in our hearts. So, see you guys a little bit later. Thanks again.